Alright, so welcome back everybody. You're watching the Gigabyte Dota Masters Tournament. This is Group B tiebreakers, the last match for the Group B tiebreakers. We have Orange on the Radiant side. Now Orange have managed to lose their first game against MUFC. LGD on the Dar, on the other hand, did beat MUFC in the first match. So this could be an interesting result where we have to come down to some tiebreakers. 4 tiebreakers to decide who gets knocked down into the losers bracket. But anyway, guys, what have we got here first? We've got Orange banning things straight up, and they haven't what they're thinking about it. But do you think we'll... I don't know, we saw... Actually, I can't even remember what they... I think they banned Chen first last time. And oh, okay, there we go. Sylar getting taken out first. And guys, I don't know if you want to launch into your spiel about Sylar here and what we saw LGD whip out.
Sylar is freaking scary. It is a hero that can just... If you get a good start, if you get up that 15, 16 minute radiance, if the other team aren't ready for it, you can just win the game flat out, which is what LGD did against MUFC. They got racked. They got the raids at 17 minutes. They got the first racks at 20 minutes after getting the Aegis. The other thing is you want to get the Aegis. So get Sylar, get Radiance, get Aegis, get a racks, get the other racks, and then game's won. 25 minutes in, done and dusted. And that's what happened with LGD versus MUFC. And MUFC by no means are pushovers. We saw last game they took down Orange. So this is going to be Orange not allowing that Sylar into the pool.
As people ask me to show the ping, I have just copy-pasted that into the chat so they can see exactly how much everybody is lagging. When are the semi-finals? That's a long way down the road, guys. I'm not dead sure when we'll be running the semi-finals. But anyway, we've got the Invoker ban, like you called, very nasty hero. And yes, that Sylar. I mean, finally, that game with LGD versus MUFC, I finally saw exactly how freaking nasty firsthand this Sylar can be. And I agree, definitely, wow, ban material against that LGD. They completely ripped MUFC with that. But Chen first ban, there's the Brewmaster also getting taken. I would be surprised if LGD allowed Lycan to go through.
Yeah,
just
and
because
Prophet's there as well. They may let them go through because Prophet's still in the pool. Prophet's a fairly good hero to sort of kite Lycan around the map, and also just a great early to mid game dominating hero. But
are we talking Death Prophet or Nature's Prophet here? Because
Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet. Always.
Last time we saw a Chinese team run Nature's Prophet against Orange, and Orange got the Lycan, they creep skipped IG and destroyed them in about 20 minutes. So I don't know. And it was the Nature's Prophet lane that screwed them because he had no lane control. They just went, oh look, let's go and abuse this. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he can cause some trouble, I suppose, and just make them force them run around the map. But then again, I suppose Orange are kind of scary when they get their hands on that Lycan. And you said that's not the first time they've run that strategy either, the creep skipping with the Lycan.
Yeah, but they do let Orange pick up that Nature's Prophet right off the bat. So LGD are going to looking to get something in response here, but most of those top picks have been banned out. So they are going to get the trusty, handy-dandy Leshrac.
Ooh.
And get up some other kind of, maybe just go for some lane dominance here. They could even get that Sand King as well, we sometimes see. But plenty of heroes open for LGD. Even the Windrunner still in the pool.
Lean last match, MVP with those Sand King stuns. Absolutely fantastic. Now Windrunner though being picked up by LGD as well. Going to see that put to good use, and not going to let Yamata get his hands on that either. Actually, I can't remember. No, he was playing the Rasta last match. Now I remember. Now the double pick for MUFC, what are they going to grab? I think normally we see the supports or the solos get picked up at this stage. If they're going to be running a hard carry, it'll be picked up in the second banning phase normally, unless they're really trying to rush the hell, like really trying to secure something quickly. But we'll see. We'll see. Last game Orange decided they didn't want to do a hard carry. They were quite happy just to sort of try and play the pushing game. Didn't work out in the end, and they just suffered towards the end game where they didn't have that physical DPS to help deal with MUFC, and they might change their mind. And Enchantress, this is the first time we've seen Enchantress in quite some time, gods. She's just been such a common ban, but this time managed to sneak her way through. In fact, I think it was LGD who banned her twice last match. Oh, banned Chen and Enchantress last time they played.
They really want to ban out those jungle heroes here, but this time Orange getting the Enchantress. They've also got Mushi's Queen of Pain. So we will be seeing Extinct playing one of those jungle heroes, looking to put on a lot of pressure here. And probably going to be Winter on that side lane solo Prophet, using those strengths just to pull the creep wave away. But right now, I have to say, LGD have given away Orange some very strong heroes and sort of heroes that they're very comfortable with. I mean, last game, Orange were forced to pick up a few heroes and do a few lanes that they don't normally run. But this game, we'll see just what they want to do here as LGD. Their third pick coming up here. I think the Sand King would be a fairly strong pick here. We'll see just what they have in mind, though.
Yeah, for people calling out why is there no 360 or 480p, we don't know. They disappeared somewhere mid-cast in LGD versus MUFC. Probably a thing on something on Twitch is in. We don't know. It was there before, and now it's gone. And it's just computers operate on magic as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, I can't fix it for you. There's just no way for me to do it. But Sand King being picked up along with that Windrunner. They've got some decent stuns down. I mean, that's still relatively flexible. They could do a few things. I mean, you could even run. I mean, this lane isn't. I think they could even run the Sankeys as solo if they want to against that lineup. There's nothing too crazy nasty that they has to contend with. But at the same time, he's probably going to be a support, just because it's more common, I find. It's more likely he'll be running support. The question is whether or not they'll have Leshrac as a sub-support here. Because, I mean, they could even go for an aggressive trial if they want with that Windrun and try and shut somebody down with the triple stuns.
Yeah. We'll see just what they want to do with this. But yeah, there's a lot of disable, a lot of mid-game nukes coming out, and it's going to be something pretty scary looking, as we will see the next stage of bans coming out here. And right now, I mean, Orange, I mean, they are going to be looking for some kind of strong solo mid here. We may see LGD banning stuff out like that Shadow Shaman. We'll see just what they want to go here, but definitely we're going to see some pushing power coming in from Orange, whereas LGD is more about the mid-game nukes and firepower, which they have got to lock down heroes like Queen of Pain and really kill a very squishy hero Enchantress.
Yeah, like Leshrac's got his pushing power, but at the same time, at the moment, it's just an ability that Orange have. Nature's Prophet is just such a better pusher, just because he can go for or he can like cause trouble somewhere and then go for an undefended tower. Or if you, like even when we saw last match, it was the fact that they, Orange, they were trying to stop a Roshan attempt, and Prophet just snuck in a quick Rax. There's nothing they could do about it. It's just his mobility is incredibly frustrating. But we've got the Ancient Apparition band here. Ooh, Ancient Apparition being picked up along with Slaughter. Now, I think it was DK and eHome that were doing most of the Slaughter picks. I don't think I've seen LGD run a Slaughter yet, but then again, they're going to knock him off. I'm honestly not sure about the Slaughter ban, Gods.
I think it's okay. It's just been such a popular hero. I mean, I've seen it almost every second game, or even more, like probably about 2 out of 3 games with these Chinese teams. So we'll see. I think it's worth banning. I mean, even though we haven't seen LGD play it yet, it's just one of those heroes which is just great. If you can get that fast blink dagger and just be very aggressive with it. I mean, it doesn't really suit what people are stereotyping as the Chinese farm game, but the Chinese seem to be playing these aggressive mid-game dominant strats, not just farming up with an anti-mage for late game. Although speaking of anti-mage, he is still in the pool here, and a hero that LGD may be considering.
Yeah, well, Mushi, I keep calling him Morphling Mushi, I don't know why. Just because I've just got it ingrained in my head, Mushi Morphling. But no, Morphling and Anti-Mage I think have been the 2 most popular hard carries, like proper right-click late-game hard carries in this entire tournament. I know DK has also been pretty popular as sort of like a farming pushing carry, but not really that late gamer. I was saying, but definitely the Morphling and that Anti-Mage both still on the board, and they have been the most popular late-game hard carries, late-game agility hard carries. Now the next pick is up for the Dire Side. What are they going to grab? I think they could do with a strong solo mid at the moment, unless they're planning to run the Leshrac as a mid or something. But they could. I think they're going to go with like a nice range support along with a good solo mid hero. That's my gut feeling, Gods.
Yeah, I think they'll want another range support here. They're going to go. Oh, they're going to pick up an anti-mage carry here though. So Sanking Leshrac maybe going to be the 2 supports here, or could even be a winner support. I mean, we see every now and then winner support, but anti-mage, the hard carry here, has been left open, and LGD happy to take that up, not being able to get that Slaughter. So maybe just saying, okay, we'll just go for a late game strategy here as anti-mage. I mean, none of these rating. I mean, they've got some nukes here, but they haven't got a huge amount of heroes that can actually fight it in the mid to late game. I mean, Queen of Pain can go for that sheepstick, but heroes like CM, Enchantress, Prophet, they haven't got massive amounts of DPS or lockdown to kill an anti-mage.
Well, yeah, they're definitely going to have to they're going to have to push really hard to make sure they don't get, or at least go into that late game with a decent advantage. If they go in tied or even behind, they're pretty much screwed. So we'll see how we'll see how Orange handle this. I mean, we saw last match, they suffered because they couldn't get the advantage that they wanted. It was very even the whole way through. MUSD and Orange just trading leads left, right, and center all over the place. And then in the end, it just stalled too long. Game played out, and just a Morphling as well as the Death Prophet overwhelmed them in the end with just a sheer amount of physical damage they were unleashing. But now that last pick for Orange, I'm just looking at this. They could do. I mean, they've got. I mean, Enchantress could be a soft supporter, or even Furion could soft support if they really need it. And they might just pick up something else nasty, a lot of DPS. We'll see. Oh no,
they probably want some solo mid hero. It's just up to them what is going to be able to deal with this anti-mage in the mid to late game stage. I mean, whether they get some more. I mean, okay, they can put Queen of Pain. They may actually switch things around and say, okay, we need a carry of our own. Let's put Queen of Pain at mid and get a hard carry to go bottom, because generally Orange have been running the Queen of Pain in the safe lane played by Mushi, but this is going to be probably one of the games where they're thinking, okay, let's maybe pick up Mushi's Morphling and try and out-carry him and just put Yamato on the solo mid Queen of Pain.
Definitely possible. I'm going to say the other thing they currently lack at the moment is they cannot. They can barely pin down the Morphling. And Obsidian Destroyer, there you go. So they are going to go for that late game firepower with him. And yeah, really at the moment something they do lack is the ability to lock anti-mage down the fight. I mean, they've got the Frostbite, which if he goes for that Manta style, it's going to be very easy to deal with. And then, I mean, we've got the Banish as well if they really want to banish him away, but it's one of the things they do lack at the moment. They don't have that big stun, a big silence just to knock him out of the fight for a moment. So they may suffer there, and the team fights won't be able to pin him down and prevent him from just jumping wherever he wants to go and just DPSing down whoever he feels like needs to die.
Once they get the Sheep 6, they can lock him down, but apart from that, they haven't got much. And if you look at this OD, he's got some support, but there's no backup like a Tidehunter, Ravager, Sand King, Stun. He hasn't really got proper backup. And against heroes like Sand King, Leshrac, and Windrunner, this OD can get locked down very easily. I definitely think LGD have the better backup for their carry, and that could make it hard for this OD to outcarry Anti-Mage. And there we're going to see Lich Anti-Mage, probably at mid lane. We'll see Lich Anti-Mage mid with the Sand King, Leshrac top, and the Windrunner in that Suicide solo.
Yeah, I mean, they could even, if they really wanted, they could even send the Windrunner and the Sand King and let Leshrac solo if they think he'll do better at the level. It really depends what he's solo up against, because, I mean, if he's getting sent up against solo against, say, the Furion, I mean, that's a possibility. Right? He could handle that lane just fine. And it just give him the advantage of getting those extra early levels. Whereas, I mean, Windrunner and Sand King are equally as dangerous, I would say. Just with the power shot, the shackle, and the stun there as well from Sand King.
Yeah, we'll see what they want to do with these lanes here. As Orange, they are going to be sending the OD towards bottom, played by Mushi, so it is going to be tri lane at bottom, although not in full proper tri lane. They have got the Enchantress in the jungle, as once again I make the smart decision of not joining a broadcaster spot. Anti-Mage is heading down bottom to start off with. I don't think he'll stay there. He's probably just going to be doing a bit of warding here. He has got that poor man shield. No HP regen at the moment, but I imagine Lich will be handing some over. But he looks like Lich Anti-Mage are going to stay bottom. They're going to have the Windrunner mid, so they don't want Windrunner in that suicide lane. They're just going to make sure Windrunner can get some farm and levels and put the Anti-Mage at bottom where he'll struggle, but he'll still do okay because they've got the Lich Shark Ritual. They can pull the weight back. The problem is going to be is if Enchantress wants to go for an early push and get some towers up nice and fast.
Yeah, that could be an issue. They won't be able to stop those creep from just chewing away at the tower. If they don't get the first time, they can just cause just a ton of damage, and it is going to be a definite issue for them. And the question is, did they come out with counter wards? Yes, Crystal Maiden's got a couple here. She might even spot that up. She's going to get rid of that one for sure down the bottom. She's also going to drop a bottom rune ward as well, I think, in a moment. Furion sending his trees out to scout. Anti-Mage moving, going to try and gets hit by a frostbite. Going to take a low. She does pick up the illusion rune while pinned down by that frostbite. Rather frustrating there for Crystal Maiden, but will back up. Although she gets, actually dominates one of the illusions. There you go. I forgot you could do that. I think she was probably trying to slow the realm, but ends up with an illusion. We'll just send it off to go and harass something. Going to send it up there to scout. But I don't know, guys. What do you make? I honestly don't like the dual lane in bottom. I feel like this may have been a mistake from LGD.
I think they'd be better off putting it mid, where Anti-Mage can get the free farm and just sack that Windrunner as a suicide solo lane. I would have preferred that, but I can see they're just focusing on making sure they get all three heroes some farm. I mean, Anti-Mage will get some farm, he won't get free farm. Windrunner, though, should be able to outlane this Windrunner at mid, or at least do fairly well. And top lane, LGD are always going to win this. So with this current lane setup, they'll win at least one of their lanes. Mid lane will be pretty much okay, and bottom lane as well will get some farm. So overall, I think LGD are just making sure they don't lose any lanes. They don't want that Windrunner as a suicide solo. Anti-Mage
being pressured so hard, and yes, he has been given both the health pot and some tangos. And I'm a little worried about Yamato versus the Windrunner here. Now, most times when I see the Queen of Pain go up against Windrunner, they tend... Once Queen of Pain gets a couple levels, she tends to beat out the Windrunner. So it just gets a little easier for her to deal with the power shots and to stay out of their range, or even just blink around and get past him. So here we go, he's going to blink in, drop that Shadow Strike in. I think he's going a little too early though. Wants to get that level 2 Shadow Strike, or at least get a Scream to go with it. And once he gets the Scream up and running as well, I think he's going to start outlaning this Windrunner. But initially, Windrunner's going to have a slight advantage, I think.
Yeah, and also a lot of it will depend on how fast they can get out their bottles. We'll see both of them trying to get it up as quickly as possible. It looks like Mushi, though, is getting his a lot slower, only with 3 creep kills. Did not go for as a very eco build, which the Windrunner has gone. Windrunner actually with only 2 creep kills. So right now, 2 minutes in, neither Windrunner or Queen of Pain getting much CS, but they're just trading hits. And Windrunner knows that fast bottle is going to be coming, as they are going to trade at mid once again. Queen of Pain blinking and doing a lot of damage, and will pop the salve where Windrunner is completely out of regen. Yamato just being very aggressive, knowing this Windrunner has run out.
Yeah, getting hit by those power shots are doing a lot of damage. I really need to watch out for them. I mean, I think he was planning to dodge that the second one, the first one to hit him, but unfortunately he got blocked in by creep a little bit, so he wasn't able to get away from that. See, OD just gonna, and OD has gone for an early orb, just gonna be able to orb walk up past the creep if necessary and just harass this Anti-Mage. Gonna become very, very frustrating if he starts causing a lot of damage on him. So Anti-Mage gonna burn through his region pretty quickly, although getting harassed back. Actually, Chrisman dropping all the way back there. And smoke gank. Oh, who are they going to go for? That Furball gets... Ursa Warrior's going to die there. And it looks like they're going to make a run. I don't know, maybe she's just trying to shop. I'm not dead. No, she wouldn't be. No, she's going to come in from behind them. All right, then. Going to be very aggressive. I think that's going to cause a lot of damage to the anti-mage. Try and force them to blink backwards into. Yeah, they're getting very aggressive in the anti-mage. Forcing them to blink back straight into the Ursa. Very well played here. From Orange, fantastic. They're going to get a double kill up as well. Might even be able to bust down this. Oh, no, it's at full health. Probably not then. And their creep wave is on the retreat. But yeah, great gank there from Orange as LGD calls a pause.
That's one of those scenarios where they're going around for a smoke gank. They know they can kill the Lich, but often that you'd only get a Lich kill there. But they timed it perfectly. They got both the Lich and the Anti-Mage, and that was a great little gank there coming out from Ice and Extinct. And they're not going to be able to get this tower now anytime soon, but the 2 kills alone, and that is the problem with LGD's current lane set. This bottom lane is very vulnerable to ganks like that. Although, I mean, their other 2 lanes, they should be winning fairly well, but you can see Prophet has already pulled this creep wave back to his tower, so Prophet's already up to level 3.5, so it's not like Prophet's having that bad a time at top lane.
This is true. I'm just a little worried that they're going to get these early towers. Mushi's Obsidian Destroyer is just going to get out of control. And the anti-mage just isn't going to be ready to deal with him. I mean, maybe... I mean, then again, they've got a lot of nuke damage. Maybe they can just burst him down. But if they don't manage to focus fire him, he's just going to cause so much damage. And I'm just worried that they won't have that answer to him. It's just going to gradually build up to a lead that they can't topple. So we'll see. We'll see. But currently, it's a relatively minor... It looks big. The graph looks big. But it's only a 400 gold lead currently to the Radiant side, to Orange, so not a big deal. Just the first couple of kills they're going out to them. As now, LGD calling go. Orange are ready to go as well, so we'll be back in this game in 3 seconds. Just looking at the mid lane, 8-6 for Queen of Pain, 10-1 for Windrunner, so about even. Trading hits and denies there. Just looking at Crystal currently out of mana, she's gone for the 1-1-1, pretty stock standard. Just getting, I wouldn't even be surprised if she goes for just 1 level of Arcane Brilliance, just because that's about all her team really needs. It's not a huge deal, and she wants to, and like they want to get aggressive too. She wants to get those extra levels in Frostbite just to help lock down that anti-mage on these ganks.
Yeah, they can really make sure anti-mage does not get any farm at this bottom lane. It's going to be really hard for LGD. You can see already anti-mage, only 4 creep kills, Mushi all over this bottom lane, and now with, I mean, only 1 point in the Arcane Orb, but that's just some nice DPS, even just at level 1, and that's really going to give him a hard time at this bottom lane. CM Enchantress may look for another smoke gank soon, as they haven't got another one, but they could easily fly one out on that courier.
Indeed, indeed. Just noticed Crystal unfortunately got trolled by a creep, lost about 2/3 of a mana pot to a ranged creep, so randomly it's not going to fight the creep, but it did beat the crap out of her. Anti-mage here, definitely strong. He's on 5-1 currently, Obsidian Destroyer 19-8, and of course has a bunch of assists there. Or did he get the kills actually? Just double checking. No, Crystal Maiden took both of those kills there. It's double damage being found by the CM. Is having to back up though. Windrunner coming in here, but though she's being backed up by the Enchantress. So she'll be just fine. Going to back up there. And it's going to waste time for Windrunner. She's looking for a rune. Didn't get it. Although she does have a full bottle. Queen of Pain has already burned through all of his. He doesn't look like he's going to crow though. The bot crow is headed out bottom. There's the banish on the anti-mage. It's stacking up some more damage. The Obsidian Destroyer, although he's currently completely out of mana, can't even orb him, and is going to get harassed back. I think Anti-Mage is actually be trimming his mana a little bit. Looks looking to build for Anti-Mage. It looks like he's gone for, yeah, he's gone for stats. As the Prophet has come bottom, and Lich going to go down. 2 more hits, gets sprouted in. There's an attack from Prophet, gets a kill there, and also they've got a full push happening here. In fact, Anti-Mage is probably going to need to back up. They've got the creep here, they've got the Enchantress here as well, along with the Nature's Prophet. Has he got Trance? Yes, he does. Spawning some now, and they should get this tower. They've got nobody porting down here to help out either. I don't think they have anybody who really... Oh, they could probably bring the Sand King down there, seeing as Leshrac is solo up here. In fact, Leshrac might just trade towers.
Here we go, Sand King TPing, but that TP from Prop was more about the tower than actually getting that kill. I mean, the Lich kill is nice, it's sort of an added bonus, but they really wanted to make sure they could get this T1 tower. The Sentry Wall with the Frostbite, Sand King in trouble, Anti-Mage, nice deny there, and that's going to hurt Orange a lot. They wanted that early tower gold to get them nice and far ahead, get that snowball effect happening, but they're going to be denied of it, as Leshrac has been left top with free farm, but Orange came bottom for that tower they did get, but the deny will hurt them out a lot, because they did commit a lot of heroes to it.
And they'll be the port back into mid. Who is that coming? Queen of Pain coming back to mid. I think she must have been chased back by that Windrunner. As a scream goes in, along with that Shadow Strike, causing so much damage. She's about the point where Windrunner, well, would have been about level 5, where Windrunner just cannot compete with the Queen of Pain. She has so much more damage. Queen of Pain now 20-8. Windrunner sitting on 21-5. No, she's still staying up, barely enough. I suppose she's probably just spamming the power shot, just getting a CS through that, but she's being probably harassed back quite a bit. Queen of Pain went to check the top rune. Did she manage to bottle anything? No, it is bottom. It is a regeneration rune, and Crystal Maiden just going to guard that for Queen of Pain, who's going to drop in here and pick this up now. And Obsidian Destroyer sitting down this bottom lane, quite happy just to spam and to harass it. I mean, this is good. The fact that they're not backing up from this lane, they're keeping the pressure on the anti-mage. Like, ganks are nice, getting rid of his tower is nice, but you've got to keep that pressure up. Otherwise, as we've seen time and time again, the anti-mage can still get completely out of control. He's gone for 2 in stats now. So blink in the scream. Does he have an ult? It's no, not enough mana. But he does have a regen. In fact, he's probably going to back up, pop it. There we go. He's popped it now. Oh, this Windrunner is about to die, I feel.
Yeah, this is Queen of Pain lurking around, looking for. I mean, Sanking is there. Here we go. The blink in. This could be bad. It's going to be turned around. In fact, they knew that Queen of Pain would take that bait, and Xiao 8, the mastermind, the captain for LGD, was there waiting.
Windrunner sitting around, just going, you know what? Come at me. We'll get you. So they clean up that kill, and I think Yamate going, why are you there? That was my kill to have. He's burned his regen too. Rather frustrating. It looks like they might be able to get a gank here. Xiao 8 also coming down here, might be able to get a burrow strike off. They've got the slows, they might. They get another hero here they could take him, but unfortunately Sanking only level 5, they don't have the damage really, and only level 4 Lich. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Blue's coming down here now. Oh, that's Light Blue. I think that's Anti-Mage. Going to blink in, going to cause a lot of damage. Going to make sure they get all of his mana. Oh, Windrunner's here as well. Power shot. Easy kill there. And unfortunately, without ward vision, OD pushing up a little bit too far solo.
Yeah. That was too far for Mushi, and he does get punished for it. He's got those treads up, but he needs to still keep playing and farming as safe as possible, because OD's a hero that, at the moment, he's very under-leveled. OD needs both farm and level, so he's almost better off finding someone on a solo lane, taking over mid lane while Queen of Pain maybe goes to help out the team. Because OD at just level 5 is not going to be doing as much damage as he would like. So one of the problems here is going to be this OD being a bit under-leveled, not to mention he's not really that close to getting any big items. He wants to go for that early 4-star probably, but right now he is going to swing towards top and try and find some farm there, put on even more pressure.
There we go. We've got Prophet. Yeah, Prophet is indeed under pressure, like you said. And I mean, there's not much. He's got no control. He can't afford to get close. Throws down the Sprout, but I mean, all that's do is slightly annoying the track. They get the tower. Oh no, it's denied. Good deny there from OD. Mushi coming up here, managing to prevent that, and getting revenge for that tower deny on bottom. You know, check that. But I mean, still the same thing is they want to get out of control. And I mean, the gold is coming back. They've got those last couple of ganks off. They got the town. Oh, at least I mean they got a bit of money from the town tonight. So the gold is going back towards LGD at the moment. It's almost equalised. Either way, not a huge swing. We had Orange building a slight lead, and oh, there goes for the Burrow Strike. Doesn't manage to land it, and now OD on the counter attack banishes the Leshrac. Astral Imprisonment. Still stealing a little bit of mana there.
And it's going to be Winner at mid, who is going to get ganked here from the smoke. This time Yamato going to blink in. No Sanking there, waiting. Frostbite as well with a Nova, but Prophet TPing as well. I don't know if they've got enough damage for this Winner with a bottle and magic stick. It looks like Winner will survive. Queen of Pain's going to need another blink in with a nuke. And here comes the counter gank. Sanking gets the kill on Crystal Maiden. So once again, Orange overextending for a kill here.
I don't know if Queen of Pain may have thought he could ult, but it looked like he ran out of mana mid-fight and had to bottle up. So it's unfortunate. Didn't end up fighting because the ult was off cooldown, just no mana for it. And yeah, Crystal Maiden paying the price there, unfortunately going in too deep. I mean, I don't know if she hesitated, because Queen of Pain, she went in blink screen and then ran away. Maybe she thought there was more nukes coming, I don't know. Maybe she thought it would just do more damage. Let's get Mushi now farming up here. He's 46 and 13. I'm just going to bring up the farm tab at the moment. What are they sitting on? We've got Anti-Mage caught up just a little bit, 32 and 11. Still definitely behind, but he is catching up now. The creep wave is pushing back towards his own tower. Meanwhile, though, Mushi definitely getting much further ahead. He's 49 and 14, definitely doing just fine there. But his teammates, I know Queen of Pain's 35 and 9. Windrunner's got 2 kills and 30 and 7, so she's also doing just fine as well. A little bit behind, but she's got a couple of kills there to sort of make up for it.
Yeah. The great thing about Anti-Mage is he can always catch up. I mean, he didn't have the best start, but he was there ready to catch up, as Lich is now level 6. So Lich, even at this point in the game, just sitting with the Anti-Mage, not so much because Anti-Mage needs protecting, but just because there's not much point Lich roaming around until you have that ulti. Now Lich hits level 6, looks like he's maybe going to bring himself a TP scroll just to get ready. Yeah, he's got a TP scroll, has the level 6 ulti, and will be ready to blink, to TP in and counter gank any potential gank.
I'd say he's got a very interesting build. He's gone for 3 in his nuke, 1 in armor this early as well, and then only 1 in sacrifice. This is not normal.
It's one of those things, such a defensive lane, he's not actually getting a chance to use the Frost Blast much in lane, because if he goes into Frost Blast, he'll just get chain stunned and absolutely wiped out. So it's only going to be a few occasions where he can use it offensively.
It's
so
not
I think
so much the Frost Blast, the fact that he's only one, like the low level sacrifice in defensive lane. That kind of makes it a little more sense, because like you can deny more frequently and draw it back more frequently. Whereas, like you said, like he hasn't got the opportunity to use Frost Blast, but yet still leveling it up a lot.
Yeah, no, I think it's just one of those things. When it does come to nuking him down, he's going to want as much damage as possible, and the sacrifice only changes by about 5 seconds, but it's a bit marginal, as right now Xiao at mid lane looking for this crystal main, but not going to find too much. Orange, though, they've got this sort of aggressive pushing line, but they're not really, after that 1 or 2 ganks at bottom lane as well as the tower, they've sort of held off a bit lately. And right now, Antimage with the perseverance is finding some room to farm. He is going for that stats build. He has 2 points in stats at the moment, probably going to get even a few more just to help him tank up, so when he does get that Battle Fury, he's not going to be all that swishy.
Yes, I know some of the European viewers will be freaking out now that they've seen this build 1-1-1-1, and then nothing but stats for a little while. I know some people on Reddit were completely flipping out when they saw that. So I'm just happy that, once again, LGD blowing minds all around the world. As we've got Mushi coming back to mid lane, he's picked up his wizards. He's picked up his wizard stuff. Looks like I mean, he'll probably be picking up the 4 stuff just for that survivability. And the mobility and survivability gives him just that pseudo escape mechanism as a possible gank on mid. Okay, Crystal Mate, they tried this before. It went pear shaped. Maybe they can pick off this little Shrek. He's not that fat, but he went straight for Arcane Boots. They've seen him though. They know there's some trouble there. The creeps cause their Shriek actually take a lot of damage from the Edict for them, as they manage to nuke him down quickly, and they're still in the fray. Throw down the Frostbite there on Windrunner. Windrunner trying to defend herself with Windrunner. She has been pinned down though. There is the ultimate, only hitting the Windrunner. A bit of a waste there. They will bring her down the end. There's an epicenter for Sankey. Sandy's Eclipse. He does go down, but he gets off the epicenter, not doing any damage to anybody though. And a triple kill for Yamato there. Fantastic result for him.
Yeah. Oh man, that was just absolutely... I mean, they just took down that first tier of Lishrak so fast, and then it was just sort of the one-by-one effect. I mean, LGD TP'd in 1-by-1, Windrunner got picked off, then the Sand King came in from behind, got picked off, and Lich thought he could maybe go for big ulti, but the Treants, the Prophet Treants, there was four or five of them up there, and they just tanked pretty much the entire damage from it.
And it's
so in the end, it was just a big team wipe.
Look at that swing from like nearly 0 gold advantage to 2,000 plus. That is a big swing to have for just one little engagement at 13 minutes in. And I've got to say, LGD, they would be kicking themselves out of like, holy crap, that went terribly, terribly wrong. Possibly the worst result they could have had. Now, Anti-Mage, though, nearly has his Battle Fury done and dusted. Probably going to get that about 16-minute mark or so, if he keeps his rate of farm up. So we see a bit of counter-warding happening from Enchantress as well as the Crystal Man. I don't think they found the ward, though. Interesting ward placement there from Crystal Man. I'm just going to check if they can actually see the rune. You can't tell because Crystal Maiden currently sits even too close to it. Okay, now we'll have a look. No, it does not. Doesn't quite reach. So it's only, I guess, the spot movement up there behind that first tower.
At this point, the runes aren't as decisive as early game where you really want your Sword Mid hero game the runes. It gives some nice vision into the jungle as well as into the river. So it's still a very useful ward as we'll see. I mean, Sand King going top lane gets spotted. Any heroes from LGD who TP top lane go through that jungle will get spotted out, as it is a pretty common place to camp, especially if Orange want to push that top tier 1 tower. It could help them out a lot.
Indeed, indeed. Crystal Maiden, though, still with a stack of wards on herself. Looks like she's going to share... Oh no, they're going to smoke up. They're going to... Oh, that's Brown pinging, though. Brown's pinging their own shop saying there might be somebody that I'm not dead sure. Yeah, I think he might be warning the Anti-Mage saying there might be trouble in there, which there is. There's a Crystal Maiden and Enchantress moving in. And yeah, Crystal Maiden has indeed started maxing out the Frostbite, just because, like, normally you'd see them max out the Crystal Nova first. But in this case, because she specifically wants to lock in Anti-Mage, and they don't have much stun, she's got to max out that Frostbite just so they can try and yank him at the very least. Otherwise, it's too easy for him to get the hell out of there. And the other issue is, like, the 500 range, it's pretty easy for him to, like, even with that smoke, she just cannot get in fast enough. She's a slow hero naturally, she just cannot close the gap. Anti-Mage being one of the fastest base heroes out there. They really need a long-range power stun at this point in time. They just don't have that. Maybe Obsidian Destroyer can drop the Banish in there, or the Astral Imprisonment in time for it to get close. But again, Anti-Mage can sort of blink out of there before she can drop the Frostbite normally. Yeah,
I mean, right there, they smoked in looking at Anti-Mage, and it was just a simple blink out, and no opportunity to even get that Frostbite off. So we'll see. I mean, Anti-Mage continuing to get that farm up. He is only seeing on 65 creep kills, but it looks like he has bought something. Probably his Claymore. I don't think, just his Claymore has not finished off the full battle for it yet. Will be another minute or two before it has that. But Orange, I mean, they need to find another good team fight. They have got the OD, who's getting up pretty beefy, finishing off that 4-star, and will now be looking to get up his next big item. Probably that Sheepstick, unless he really feels he needs a BKB.
Yeah, and they've also, I mean, he's also got the added survivability thanks to Prophet picking up the early mech for him as well. Looking at that line, I mean, they could even afford somebody to go for a pipe. Which I'm just looking around. Nobody's building one at the moment. But I mean, Nature's Prophet is kind of hero. Can just he's so friggin' rich during the game. He can buy just about anything you ask him for. And he's one of those utility heroes who can just about justify anything on himself as well.
No, I definitely agree. I mean, if they really want a pipe, I mean, may as well get one on the Prophet. It's always going to be a hero that you can just get anything you're missing. If you're missing some mobility, you can get that 4-star. If you need the DPS, you can go that route. it really is a jack of all trades. The reason why Prophet is such a top pick at the moment.
As I hear another blink, Queen of Pain just continually harassing this anti-mage. She's hitting with Shadow Strike. She does need to be careful. A bit of counter-warding being done over here by the secret shot by the dire side. But at least they're still harassing his anti-mage, really slowing down. Like his Battle Fury might even be post 20 minutes now if he gets really gets pressured. Even if he gets picked off again, that's going to be a post 20-minute Battle Fury, I think, which is really going to slow him down quite a bit. Now Lich still with the level 1 ult, of course, big cooldown, so doesn't want to end up wasting that. I mean, on the pushes, this is going to be difficult for him to drop a good Chain Frost on the pushes, just because you're going to have Enchantress Creep along with Trance. It's going to be very difficult to get off a good Chain Frost. This is going to be frustrating for him, I feel.
It is going to be one of those things where he's going to have to really wait and hope that opportunity comes up, and there's a good chance, even in a team fight, there won't be any chance to really use a good Chain Frost. He's just going to have to hope for the best. But I mean, the Lich pick was all about giving the laning advantage to the anti-mage, but didn't even get that.
Yeah.
He did still have a hard time in that bottom lane, and now Orange is going to get this top 2 on tower. It looks like LGD are happy to trade towers here. They're also maybe going to get a kill on mid. They do. Queen of Pain goes down with an epicenter, and Prophet Ultimate going to sort of push him back slightly, but immediately the Met coming from Winrun, and T1 tower will go down. Orange now just need to make the best of this and try trade for top. The problem is they lost Queen of Pain, anti-mage is free farming at bottom, and a T1 tower, maybe even more, is going to go LGD's way.
Yeah, I mean, well, she poured... Queen of Pain poured it in and then immediately copped a shackle to the face and got shut down so damn fast. Would have been very frustrating for her. And now they're actually going to pressure the second tier tower now. Just going to keep stacking a bit of damage. And Windrunner, though, she could power shot her way out if she really wants to. There we go, just power shotting away free, and we'll walk away. She's actually, wow. This is actually relatively, like, I guess she must have been under a lot of pressure just because she is completely... Normally we'll see the Windrunners upgrade their boots first. We'll normally see them go for the phase or the treads, but she's gone straight for mech.
I think it was just one of those things where she decided her team desperately needed it. I mean, he had the bottle and boots and just thought, okay, we need this mech as fast as possible. Sometimes Windrunners won't even get those phase boots. Simply because, especially with the bottle, you don't need the right-click damage to last hit. You can use the power shot more, and you can focus on that, as we are going to see bottom lane stage for an engagement. It looks like Sand King will go down, and LGD just going to leave him to die. They were being a bit too aggressive there.
Yeah, Sand King thought he could defend himself with the Sandstorm. Then, uh-oh, counter wards, I'm screwed. It's taken out pretty easily there, and yeah, I think it was the right call backing up just because they were being too aggressive. I see Lich is building an urn for his team, which is fair enough. It's a very useful support item. I honestly should have at least one per team per game, just because it's... well, your team should pick up at least one per game, just because it's so damn good. Replenishable health potions, it'll really make back their cost the entire match. Because, I mean, you're going to pick up more than 8 charges, generally speaking, during the match, and there you go, 8 health potions right there. It's going to be huge.
And it's on a support hero, you do get just the natural survivability from plus 6 strength can help you out, and as well as a little bit of mana regen. But Orange now using that momentum they got from the Sand King kill, as well as anti-mage TPing top of the farm, trying to get this tier 2 tower. They've chipped it down nice and low, but it looks like LGD are there and ready to defend this. No Sand King blink up, still getting closer. I mean, he's only good 850 gold away from that. And anti-mage at top does have the Battle Fury, getting up his treads now. Will just be looking to blink around camp to camp, farm his way up to his next big item, probably a Mad Stalin. Look, Orange, they're pinging it. They know exactly where he's going to be. I mean, they're pinging the exact camp where he is, but there's... oh, there we go. Prophet going to TP in, and Anti-Mage actually going to TP home. They don't find him.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he realizes, oh, there's no pressure on the bottom lane. Let me just go down here and continue farming. So he's got that Battle Fury up. Managed to get it just before the 20-minute mark. Looks like he's going to finish up his treads now. Like you said, yeah, like he's got that Battle Fury now. He can definitely catch up nice and easily once he gets... and especially if he just ducks into his own jungle, just blink around the camps, farm him up. But meanwhile, though, Obsidian Destroyer is getting closer and closer. Like, Obsidian Destroyer will have a Hex done pretty soon. I think a 4-star fit. Oh, that's the equalizer they needed there. 4-starring her into position to catch the Anti-Mage off guard. I believe that it was Obsidian who did that. Yeah, his is on cooldown. It was him with 4-star Crystal Maiden into position, got the Frostbite off, and just cleaned up that Anti-Mage nice and easy. And of course, Sanity's Eclipse, even with his... well, he's only got level 1 Spell Shield, so that's doing a ton of damage to him. And they will clean up this tower as well, by the looks of things. So, free tower for Orange, as it looks like there is no counter push happening from LGD.
Yeah, they don't have much to stop that from happening. They're just happy to have their Sand King getting closer and closer to his Blink Dagger at top, up to 1800 gold. Anthony's getting picked off, though, will hurt them. I mean, he does not have quite the farm he needs at this point in the game, I feel.
Definitely agree. Meanwhile, Enchantress just picks up... well, she picks up a point booster. Now, we might see her hang on to this for a little while. She might grab another item in between. But at the same time, an Argonauts at some point on Enchantress is really, really effective for her, just because it increases her range. Just gives her that bigger threat. Because she's still pretty squishy. You do not want to be close into the fights with her. You want to be hanging back as far as possible, just because Especially if she gets stun locked before she can pop that heal. She's very, very easy to burst down, especially against something like Leshrac. She needs to watch out. So getting that Argonims would not hurt for her positioning in the fights at all. Anti-Mage though, I'm expecting a Manta style out of him pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, he could be going for the BKB route here against heroes like OD, Queen of Pain with a couple of nukes, but I think Manta style is going to be the best one there. It really helps out against OD. You can blink in, pop the Manta style, and really wreck him up, get his mana down nice and low before you pop that ulti hit. OD is getting very close to a sheepstick. In fact, he has enough gold just about. I think he's just picked up a Void Stone now. He bought a TP scroll just to be on the safe side, so he still needs another 100 gold. He can get that from this wave. And Mushi, 22 minutes, 4 staff and sheepstick. This is going to spell a lot of pain for this anti-mage if he's not careful.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they've got the mech up. I don't think they've got an urn up as well. They don't have a mech, but I mean they don't have a pipe up and running. But hey, I think they can get away without it for the moment. And yeah, and this is a big like they can start forcing fights because at the moment the anti-mage is not really that ready to fight. Leshrac looks like he got the point booster for later just for that cheap health, for the cost-effective health and mana. It looks like he's also building a BKB now as well. He picked up the Ogre Club. And yeah, I think this is the perfect time for Orange. They can start just forcing a few clashes around towers. They can just start being aggressive. I mean, there's a couple of tier 2 towers that they could start forcing down. If they want to, just basically put pressure on Anti-Mage. Like, he will need to come and help out. Otherwise, yeah, I think they're going to lose towers, maybe even lose their axe if they're not careful.
Yeah, it will come down to whether or not LGD can hold. They've got some AoE coming out from the Sand King Windrunner. I mean, they can use the Sand King Epicenter Blink. Windrunner, great range harass as well. Windrunner about to finish off with 4 staff now, but now we go. The power of that OD Sheepstick. They catch the Anti-Mage by surprise, wipe him out.
Yeah, complete trap. They knew it was like, OD, did you see that? He was just hid up in the trees. They knew Anti-Mage was coming. 4 staff down. Hex, job done. Easy as that. Now they're going to pressure this top tower. Who are they missing? They're missing Nature's Prophet's not even missing from his teammates. He can show up whenever he damn well pleases. BKB though on the Queen of Pain, gonna make it very hard to shut her, pin her down in the middle of the fight. Even though she's not gonna have that much firepower. She's gonna, well, obviously at this point in time, her nukes are still very relevant, but she's not gonna have that huge hex or something to back them up, or even just something like a Lincoln's to really defend herself. But we'll see. We will see what happens now. Sand King though, he's got his blink up and running, so he's definitely very dangerous, but at the same time, they've got the BKBs right. Actually, I really, come to think of it, I changed my mind. I really like that BKB on her just because the Sand King blink epi is going to completely nullify that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it'll be just really hard for Sand King to get off those big, nice ultis here, and we'll see just how LGD want to fight this. I mean, Queen of Pain, if he can pop that BKB quickly, he can just go in, looking for a free kill on a hero. Like, that can do a lot of damage. Like this Leshrac, I mean, Leshrac has not finished his BKB yet. He's going to desperately need that for this Queen of Pain, and even Sand King Lich will get completely taken out before a fight even begins by Queen of Pain blinking in, popping the ultimate, as we'll see what Queen of Pain wants to go for next. Maybe get up another Sheepstick to help deal with this anti-mage.
And actually, I should mention that they've got a gem on Extinct there. They picked up the gem on the Enchantress, and he's basically been a counter ward, just providing map control, although Lich has just popped a counter ward, not a counter ward, a ward of observation up on the high ground there. So he will be watching his own jungle. And basically, so Anti-Mage can try and use this top lane to farm, he doesn't have to worry too much. I mean, they could use another, I think they had another one down here, but it's been picked off when Enchantress rolled through there. I'm surprised they haven't actually noticed that Lich did go up there and pop that fairly blatantly. Then they might just go and try and force a gank on mid. Queen of Pain has found a couple of stragglers that they could try and pick off here. This could be bad news for the Anti-Mage again. He's definitely vulnerable. The stun goes out for the Enchantress creep. Gamdu's thinking about it, and they think they're safe at the moment. Although, yeah, actually, Anti-Mage moving up into the creep wave. He does feel that he's safe, but they are pulling back. As Queen of Pain is still sitting, I think she's trying to count whether or not she's trying to figure out whether or not she can kill this.
Without the OD there, I don't think Orange want to engage on something too risky here. They'll wait for the OD. OD, who's getting very close to his next big item, probably going to go for a BKB, but could even, if he's feeling up to it, just go straight for something like a Shiver's Guard and just get absolutely insane DPS. But right now, Mushi, I've got to feel that he may be able to outcarry this Anti-Mage, and it's sure looking that way. Anti-Mage picking up an Ogre Club, going to be building a BKB now, as he realizes he's getting desperate, and he's now getting chased away. The blink going, he's on the run, he's going to try and TP out, and it looks like he's going to make it just in time.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet. Looks like he's going to go for that Sheepstick next, though. He has picked up the Ultimate Orb, and that's what he'll need to try and shut down. I mean, Anti-Mage is looking like he's in some serious trouble. I mean, he's their real answer, and he's just getting hexed into oblivion in these fights. It's going to be very, very frustrating. At the same time, though, OD could really... I feel OD could use a BKB next. I don't know if you agree, guys. Just to help deal with the sheer amount of magic damage on the Dire team at the moment.
Yeah, no, it's just... I mean, there's a lot of burst damage. Those BKBs will really help. And Enchantress, I mean, is one of those heroes that at this point is fairly squishy. Has gone for that gem. Only a point booster. Still sitting on 850 HP. And if they can chain some nukes on Enchantress, that'll be a nice way to start a fight for LGD, as they do want to make sure that Enchantress does not get off too many of those high damage impairs. The OD at this point is just a bit too tanky, I've got to feel. And OD spending some of his gold. What is it going to be? BKB maybe? I don't know. I can't actually click the courier. You'll have to tell me.
Okay, let me check it now. Courier has got... Oh, it's a Shiva's. It's a Shiva's recipe as well as plate mail, so he will be bringing that out now by the looks of things. Maybe. Actually, oh wait, he's only 1,000 gold away from having another Mystic Staff, so yeah, he's actually really close to Shiva, so he'll have that up and running. It will give him some nice, like, it'll be nice against the Anti-Mage, definitely. It'll help him go toe-to-toe. That extra armor, of course, fantastic for OD, who doesn't have that much on his own, being an intelligence hero. And just flat out the negative attack speed aura, and the nuke is always fantastic, but at the same time, it still does leave him relatively vulnerable to the Sand King and Leshrac, and even the Chain Frost. If even his Lich just fires his 2 nukes on OD, even if the Chain Frost never bounces back to it, it's still a lot of damage. And I mean, with the amount of pets running around, Lich might even just resort to just firing it as a single target nuke. Especially once he gets a few levels, because it's not that long a cooldown at level 3. If you can get it up to that. Oh, that's still level 1 though. Yeah.
Ooh. That's going to hurt him a bit now. But right now, it looks like we are going to have Sand King catching out the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden just trying to ward up those neutrals there, but does get caught out. It's one of those poor fates that often befalls those Crystal Maidens.
Yeah. Why me? Why me? Well, because you're alone by yourself in the middle of the enemy territory. You can get picked off like that. OD, though, merely 150 gold away from getting his Shivas up and running. In fact, the courier is going up here to pick it up right now. Make sure he's getting it as soon as possible. Anti-Mage pushing up down this lane, trying to farm it up. And I like this BKB pick just because it's going to prevent OD from causing a ton of damage in the middle of a fight with his Sanity's Eclipse, or even the Orb. So I'm pretty sure it'll prevent him from casting the Orb on him, even though it's pure damage. I remember correctly. I don't know, guys. I don't know if the auto attack, you set it to auto cast, whether or not it suddenly becomes like you can target heroes with magic immunity. I don't know if you want to fill me in there.
I'm not actually sure entirely on the mechanics. One of those things. I just play myself. I never quite understand how stuff works. I just know it does a lot of damage. You don't want to be taking too much of it.
Fair enough. 4-star for OD. Oh, I think he messed up. He was aiming to go down the cliff, and the pathing just sort of turned him away at the last moment. So there we go. What is BKB? Gronk asking that. It is Black King Bar, the magic immunity item. The Enchantress still very squishy. She's got 1,100 gold saved up at the moment. Hasn't decided to spend up. She might just wait a little before she decides what she wants to get. Queen of Pain also grabbing an ultimate orb at the moment. She's also still saving, so I'm expecting another Hex out of her, to be dead honest. And she could. No, that's not really much point to get a link. It's not that much single target disable at the moment. So I'm kind of expecting that to turn into a Hex. And I mean, the more Hexes you have, just the more annoying it's going to be for people like Leshrac, even Anti-Mage. I mean, yeah, Anti-Mage is going to need this just because the sheer amount of Hexes that are being made even at the moment. They've already got one on Obsidian. I'm pretty sure Furion was buying one. In fact, yeah, he is busy buying one as well. And just the Roshan being done here, just using the Enchantress creep to tank. And there is an Aegis for Obsidian. I mean, they could really make something happen now, even in the next 5 minutes.
This OD is absolutely massive. They're going to have triple Hex up soon with Queen of Pain and Prophet getting both. I mean, they're both sitting on about 2k gold. They both need Mystic Start from the Voidstone, so they're both around 1,500 away from their Hexes. But if they can get a tower or something, just really push on and get some more gold going this way. This tier 2 tower at mid is currently standing in their way, and it's going to be up to... Oh, SK gets caught out by the OD. He gets wiped out. OD! Oh,
did he just...
Full HP!
Oh my god!
Full HP Lich, insta-dead.
Oh,
I think did Queen of Pain ulti hit the Lich as well? I didn't even see it. I think it was just OD.
Can we ask for a replay? I want to see that. I'm sure Orange will give us a replay. We'll ask him for a replay after.
Yeah. That was massive. And I'd say LGD are in a lot of trouble right now.
Oh, that does not even begin to stop. I just see Queen of Pain's illusions getting shackled down. Not quite managed to pick up the real one there. They decided they just wanted the outer tower. They're going to back up now, which I mean, fair enough. They've got 2 ults down. Might as well wait for OD as well as the Queen of Pain ult coming. I mean, this gives them time to finish off. They've got the tower kill. They even picked up a couple of hero kills. They've got time to go and fetch those extra Hexes. Although Anti-Mage has finished his BKB and now probably going to work on his Manta Style, I would think.
Yeah, I think Mansell at this point is going to be another useful item. He will need to help deal with all these disables. At the same time, he needs to tank out. Probably wants a heart at some point in this game, but either, I mean, OD, just with superior items, will be out-carrying this anti-mage for a good while now. Although OD, I mean, he can't get too much bigger. He can get a BKB of his own, but he's only really got one open slot at the moment, but he's just absolutely controlling this game. Sanking finds the Prophet. Winter in a bit of trouble here. The chain stuns with an epicenter should be enough to take him out. He is Windrunner as well. Winter will get picked off, but that's just a small victory for LGD, who are falling further and further behind. Almost a 10k gold lead for Orange now as OD takes off Lich again. This poor Lich.
As people are freaking out and saying, how the hell did OD farm 250 creeps in 30 minutes? Well, basically, he's turned his orb on, and he's got enough mana. Like, he's had enough mana for a long time. He just auto-attacks the creep, and he gets every single last hit, because he's doing so much friggin' damage. So he's just not even... I mean, he's doing like, you look at his damage. He's doing 220-ish base before you even have the Arcane Orb damage factored in. He's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, he's really insane at this point. This is where he shined. I mean, the later this game goes, teams will get BKBs. They'll shut him down maybe with some disables. I mean, this is why I said at the start of the draft. Heroes like Sanking, Windrunner, Leshrac are great for locking down OD, but not when he gets this farm and this out of control and the anti-mage. I think it was a bit of a mistake putting him in that bottom lane. They probably wanted to send him to that mid lane where he could have got free farm, and LGD are now paying for that. Their anti-mage just does not have the items to fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's had to go... Like, the early BKB on anti-mage is generally... Well, it's not even that early. I mean, it's 30 minutes. Like, getting a BKB is generally like sort of deviating from the standard anti-mage build. Something that you have to get in response to enemy items. And in this case, like, he has to. There's too many hexes, and he's been getting picked off too easily. The 4-star in, hexing him immediately, or frostbiting him immediately, and he's just been getting shut down. So it's probably not what he wanted to go for. As you see, Sanking doesn't manage to land the stun there on Winter. And Winter actually only about 800, 700 gold away from getting his own hex up and running. So they've got plenty of time here to get these hexes together. In fact, Queen of Pain, how's she doing on hers? Done and dusted. She's just finished it up then. Got 2 hexes, the third nearly done as well. And once they get that third hex, I think they're ready to go and try and take a Rax Gods.
Yeah, I'd say that's when they want to strike. They may even wait to get the next Aegis. Oh.
Queen of Pain, blink, hex, Prophet shows up, ult, dead.
I think Antimate's thought, oh wow, OD at mid, gets a KO on the Windrunner. I think Antimate's just thinking he's safe there. He's like, okay, OD's mid, I can't get hex, I can escape any gank, but nope, Queen of Pain with a hex now. First the OD surprises Antimage with a hex, this time it's Queen of Pain. Now Antimage probably is thinking, okay, well, Prophet's probably going to hex soon now, there's just nowhere Antimage can farm safe, and that's...
He's probably thinking, okay, flip the table, screw this is ridiculous. Yeah. And yeah, this OD, I mean, this is the epitome of ridiculousness, just completely and utterly destroying. I mean, he's going to, just waiting for him to force up in and pick somebody off. He's like, Lich is going to be right, just going, bam, dead. As Anti-Mage has to buy back here, Leshrac popping the Edict, but he does not want to get close to that. I mean, the Edict pop was probably a little bit too early, in fact, because he does not want to get close to that OD, not at all, does not want to walk in within range. And actually, well, they decided to back up. Did they have the Hex on Prophet yet? I think he's waiting 10, 20 gold, and he'll have it up and running, and he'll probably port to them and come.
He's just finished off his level 16. He's got his level 3 ulti now, and things are looking pretty damn good for Orange here. Mushi just getting more and more farm. Wondering what is he even going to go for next here. I'm thinking he may just go try and boost up his damage even more. He's feeling so safe, but he is going to get ganked here. They get a shackle shot, but this is not enough damage. He can just find his way out of this, even without having his ulti up. There we go. Chain Frost being popped, but Queen of Pain, BKB, Anti-Mage popping the BKB. The Queen of Pain doesn't take any damage because of her own BKB, and now Anti-Mage's trying to get out, red HP, Queen of Pain not going to be able to catch up. 4 heroes down. This looks like GG
and
to
Anti-Mage already bought back too, so I mean he's still alive, but he's already he can't even, if he gets up here, tries to pick a few people off and then buy back in the fight again. Not going to happen. Cannot do it all. And yeah, bottom rack's going to go. They'll probably manage to even sweep mid in a second as well if they can push the creep up quickly enough. If Prophet, I mean, wants to go there right now. And no, LGD, they know it's done and dusted. They know they're screwed at this point in time. They call the GGs, and my God, Obsidian Destroyer. I think this is a hero that we do not see enough in the Euro scene. Just because look how hard he hits. It is ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And no,
right now, it's just scary the amount of DPS that OD is doing at the moment. And I expect OD. I mean, you see games like this and you wonder why is OD not even picked more than he is already.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I definitely agree with your assessment. We said it before. The anti-mage double lane at mid was, at bottom was weird when they had like a classic. Literally, anti-mage double mid is classic, and it would have really messed up the Queen of Pain, forced them to pull supports away from elsewhere. But at the same time, I guess maybe they were hoping they could out-pressure the Obsidian Destroyer lane, but it was a tri lane. It was a semi-tri lane, so That doesn't make sense at all. I don't know. I don't know what they were really thinking there. And it really, I think they paid for it in the end. Just the sheer amount of damage this OD is doing is completely beyond control.
Yeah, and with that, I mean, it was just one of those things where Orange, they made it so that they didn't win any lanes. They didn't win, apart from that bottom lane, they probably did slightly better. I mean, that double kill with the Enchantress gank really helping them out, but I mean, they were quite happy to give Leshrac free farm at top lane, and Leshrac never had the impact he really needed.
Yeah, well, I mean, Queen of Pain did just fine in mid. She never really lost it. It was about neck and neck there. She never really lost it, but she never really crushed the Windrunner either.